Hello, hello. Welcome to Weiss Butts. Hold on, we're just getting started right now. Annie Weiss is dealing with a technical difficulty because we are streaming live on Facebook almost as we speak. So I'm here, Pam DeButts. Annie Weiss is here.
I'm here.
And we're here with our guest, Liz Glazer. Hello,
Hi.
Liz.
Hi, Pam. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good. Hi, Annie.
I think we're live now, guys.
Okay.
Hi.
Yay.
Hi,
All right.
Mom. Okay.
I'm just going to check real
Does
quick.
your mom really watch it?
No,
Okay.
She's watching Jeopardy.
Oh.
Because let's
Okay.
be real.
Yeah.
I mean, she
Let's
loves
just be
me.
honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that song.
Checking this.
Let's just be real.
I don't know. I
know
don't
what's
see
going on
us.
with
I
it.
don't.
Well, okay.
Anyway.
I mean-
Anyway.
All right. Well,
I
so
suck
it
at
is.
computers.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we're trying, and that's all that matters, right? Yeah.
Sure.
That's,
For effort.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
they
And it's
tell us.
the thought that counts. So you thought about being live, going live. I don't know.
About it and I tried it.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
matters, right? That
Right.
counts.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, anyways, well, here we are. Wait, Pat, we going live on your page?
We're live
Okay.
now.
All right. So this is all right. So this is good. So, anyways, let's just get right to it.
Okay.
Let's dive in. Head
Great.
first.
All
Okay,
right.
cool.
Awesome. So, Annie, how are
I'm
you?
good. How are you?
I'm very.
I love
very
that that's
well.
diving in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to dive in. It's really intense. How are you?
Yeah. Yay!
Great.
Sometimes I do things right.
Yeah.
High fives.
Mhm.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm
that was weak.
excited.
Give me
Okay.
some.
Come on.
You're such a gentle high fiver, Liz.
Really? I think
She's so
I'm afraid.
delicate.
I'm afraid of my energy. I think
No,
that's
don't ever
true.
Be afraid of it.
Really?
You have such a fantastic energy.
Thank you.
Like I love you. You're
I love you too.
friends,
It's true. We are.
For years now.
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah,
we've been
yeah.
Friends.
Yeah. So we can
And-
say years.
So years.
It's two, so it's plural.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
my favorite part. And I stalk you on Facebook. And
Oh
I
my
love
God.
your singing.
Thank you.
And I love stalking your acting.
I love stalking too. Oh, thanks. Yeah.
You did that Jewish
Stalking
mother,
is
and I was
fun.
like, oh my God, I see myself in you.
Nice. Thank you for
You're
that
welcome.
feedback.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. That character of my mom, which is, I mean, it's
Who I love,
roughly
by the
my
way.
mom. My mom is great.
She's
and
wonderful.
yeah, she is. She's awesome. And thank you.
Sure.
I will let her know.
Yeah.
And
Tell her I said hi. She's in
I will.
Jersey, right?
She is. Yeah.
Where does she live in Jersey?
Like northern Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but that character was like, I used to be really shy and also really afraid of things like acting, for
Right.
example. And yeah, and doing the character of my mom really brought me out of a kind of shell, because like I used to be shy in general, and then I got better at stuff like this and like talking to people, you know, not only as a comedian, but also just like to teach and to be a lawyer and to
Right.
also like be a person like in
Right.
high school or whatever. And this is me, you know, but then when I was acting, and I don't claim to like have figured this out yet,
Yeah.
but in order to do a thing where there's a scene and I have lines and I'm supposed to relate to someone in a scene,
Right.
the like doing the listen character,
love it.
you know, is
Yeah.
like it took some of that energy that I just intimated that I was afraid of, and I think channeled it in a way that felt safe, because the other way is like super aggressive. And so you mentioned my singing, which thank you so much for
Of course. I wouldn't say if it
stalking.
wasn't true.
Thanks.
We
You're
just
welcome.
just politely avoid the topic.
Oh, is that how you would do it?
And I
Yeah.
love that Facebook has
Okay.
a heart button now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really
Like
nice.
I live by it.
It's nice to use it.
And the wow.
so
Yeah, the wow
totally, the wow is great. And now, Pam, that you have said that you'll politely avoid conversation topics, I'm going to assess what at the end of this podcast we didn't talk about, so that I'll know that those were politely avoided topics.
And then you can talk about it in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Totally.
And I'm like, wait, don't you like this song?
yeah. Why didn't you talk about that?
Ask
I
me
do that
about this,
all the
yeah.
time.
Yeah, or like when people are talking and you're like, what? Or I don't know. Then you're just like, okay, so anyways.
Yeah, and just like dodge it so nicely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one of the things that I have I try to get better at consistently is just like, especially when I'm in a performance moment,
Right.
which like really, I mean, I try to have my performance moments and my non-performance moments
Yeah.
be the same to the greatest extent possible, because like
How so? Like how the same?
yeah. Well, just like an integrated self, you know, like where I'm not faking anything
Right.
ever.
So you are
Okay.
yourself on stage.
Yeah.
You as you are now are
Yeah.
the same person that's on stage, so it's
Right.
organic.
Okay, got
yeah.
it, got it.
And
yeah.
there can be like, there's a different energy, for example, if you're in a room with a lot of people and it's loud and, you know, there's music playing, like those things are going to make a difference in terms of how I guess anyone would act. But like, like really just taking where I am and who I'm with and like bringing the same person to that situation.
Right.
You know, that's
Okay.
like really my goal, as opposed to like trying to cultivate a persona.
Like a character, a
yeah.
shtick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I started saying that because one of the things that I think, that is very important to me is to be as honest as possible in performance moments.
Absolutely.
And so like what you were just talking about with like the segue of like, anyways, like, you know, there are moments, and this was something that I did on Say Everything a lot,
Yeah.
where it's like that kind of a feeling, like I would just say what I'm thinking
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
opposed to like cover it up with like a polite whatever.
Right.
Okay.
Which like takes a lot of work for me to do, because it takes, you know, it's like a trust in self of like, no, it's okay for
Yeah.
me to say what I'm thinking, which
Right.
is
But even
Yeah.
if say like, okay, so say you were a bad singer and you're posting all these things of you singing and it's really bad, and
Yeah.
then I mean, would you bring it up or would you just not?
if the other person was the person who posted,
Yeah,
I'd be
like say it like, okay, say yeah, say there's just
Yeah.
a random person and they're like, oh my god, I love singing so much, singing so great, but then they're posting these things
Yeah.
and they're not joking and they're god awful.
yeah,
Like,
well,
would you still be like?
well, I don't think I'd say anything that's not true, but like if someone,
But you
I
wouldn't
mean,
bring it
yeah.
up though, right?
Right, probably not. But I
Right.
might, like, if it's something that came to mind, I might bring it up in one way or another. But it's, I mean, I have no interest in like saying to someone like, you're bad in this way.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that I never say it. But I think that it has to be like the situations that come to mind now as I'm scanning my brain to think
Right.
about moments that I've done that are situations when someone's like, no, tell me why. And so
Okay,
in that
that's
situation,
good.
like, sure, I'll be honest. But it's funny you mentioned that. Sorry, what were you going to say?
Oh no, because that's being realistic. Like, people have dreams and everybody should pursue their dreams, but sometimes you need to put a little realness into the dream. Like, that's just not
I totally disagree with you.
really, like,
Yeah.
if you're a really, really bad singer.
Yeah, and
And
it's
like, if they're telling, like, but would you say you could be a
Yeah.
bad singer, but you'll be famous
Yeah.
for being a bad singer?
I don't know that I would know enough about what is required or isn't required for anyone to be famous.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that when I woke up this morning, I saw a memory on Facebook of a video that I posted of my own singing that is worlds away and many voice lessons away from where I am now.
Wow.
And if
Okay.
somebody
All
had
right.
like interjected at that moment of my life and been like, listen, I know you think you're hot stuff, but you're not. I would
Well, I
have
wouldn't
been,
say it like that, but
or
I'm
however,
saying, like,
yeah.
you know, you
Yeah.
want to be like, just realistically, there's like,
yeah.
I don't know, like I don't know, just something you physically can't.
Yeah, I guess I don't really subscribe to stuff like that. Like,
Okay.
I have no interest in crashing anyone's dreams.
Right.
Because I think, I mean, for myself, like I've taken lots of windy routes to get, you know, to here. And I have no idea how to assess like the level of success. Like, it's like,
Right.
yeah, there are some days that I'm like, oh, I guess I'm doing good. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm just like continuing to do stuff that keeps me engaged and interested and that like I'm pursuing stuff that I believe in. And if somebody is also, then, you know, I think about all those stories about like Michael Jordan getting cut from a basketball team and like, you know what I mean? Like, so, and I myself, I mean, have shattered expectations of people who've told me like, listen, don't do it. And so whenever someone says something like that to me, I'm always like, okay, this is somebody who is telling me a thing I'll remember forever because I will prove them wrong.
Right.
I feel the same way about stuff too.
No, I know. I sound like a real bitch right now.
No,
but you
not
gotta
at
know
all.
where I'm
I
coming
totally
from.
get it. I
like,
totally
if
get
you're,
it.
like,
You're
just like
in-
physically, like if you just physically like are unable to, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you want to like let them
Absolutely.
down easy.
Yeah.
Do you know? Like
Yeah, I
get
think
it.
that I
Ridiculous
think there are a
situation.
lot
No,
of
I
people
totally get
who
it.
would agree with you. I just am not one of them,
Right.
and that's okay.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I see what you're saying
Yeah.
in that maybe you're protecting them and you don't want them to get hurt from the outside world.
Right, because if
Yeah.
you're gonna go out there and then everybody's just gonna crush you so
Right.
hard, like you don't know what,
Right.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I totally get
Yeah,
it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I get
mean,
it.
I think there are lots of people who are in that camp. Like I just like I love being unrealistic. I love pursuing things that seem impossible, and I love talking to people who also do.
Right.
You know, and encouraging people who also do.
Right.
And I mean, certainly if somebody is like, I don't know, like if the only thing I can think of is like if I was like, okay, I'm going to be a basketball player.
Yeah, so like something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I never seen you play basketball, so
I'm
I
horrible.
don't want to say.
I'm horrible. That was why I
Okay.
chose that as an example.
Okay.
But like I think if I really wanted to do it, I probably could do something. And the thing is that I don't know how like useful it would be to derail myself from it, because it's like if I chose to become a basketball player tomorrow, like I'd probably get in good shape. I'd probably meet interesting people. I'd probably like find my way towards another thing. Because like I quit my job to do stand-up comedy and then started singing. And I remember when like I met a coach who was like, you really should sing. My thought was like, no, I quit my job in order to do this. Why are you making me do that? And had I listened to myself in that moment, that would have been so silly. It would have been limiting for no reason. And so like, were I to take on a goal just for the purpose of taking on something unrealistic, I don't know. I mean, I guess that would be sort of strange, but like, you know, I don't know. I think there's something really beautiful about like just committing and going for something.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, in
I
general.
also think that it's great that you did take voice lessons because it's not only going to help you with your singing, but it's also going to help you with your stage performance
Yeah.
A
as
lot,
a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
It's the movement, it's the voice, it's how you project.
And
Yeah.
diction too, because a lot of
Diction,
people are funny, but
absolutely.
they just slur all their words. You're like, I think that was funny if he's saying it's kind of sounded like this, but I
Right.
Yeah.
don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
that's
how could it
interesting.
hurt? How could that ever hurt?
Yeah,
you know?
right. That's the other thing, right? So
Right.
like if I were to start basketball lessons, which like now I feel like that's
Maybe
the
you
example.
should. I mean,
Maybe
that
I
sounds-
should just
that
do it.
sounds
All
like
right,
fun.
yeah.
I
Well,
should- I
there's a
should do it.
basketball
Don't
court
quit
outside,
stand-up.
so let's
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Go
Don't
ask
quit
those
stand-up.
kids.
Right.
Join them.
Totally.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
throw
should
the
do that.
ball
Oh my
around.
God, maybe you can teach me to do like
we
what
do
is
the
that, a hoop
podcast
shot?
outside?
Like what is that?
We'll have to ask those children outside playing basketball. Not in like a creepy way,
Not a
but just
creepy
like
way,
a
like,
regular way.
Hey
Yeah.
little boy.
Hey, kids.
That's weird.
All right, so off of that creepy topic. Okay, we're going to go to our segment called Ask Wise Buds, where all of our screaming, adoring fans ask us questions about their lives, love, family, or just random, weird stuff.
Yep.
Awesome.
And we, as comedians, because we are just so stable.
I am
we-
not stable. I'm not.
Sarcasm. We will give you advice to the best of our ability.
Okay.
Okay, this is a dating question, and it's from Cheryl in Newport, Rhode Island.
Okay.
I wanted to date with this guy I met online. He had it was an awesome date, and he's going back to school, and he wants to keep the relationship going. Should I?
Okay. Are we sure Cheryl's not gay? I'm just asking.
I don't know.
Okay.
Why?
All right.
Why do you ask that?
Well, just like if ever a girl's like, "Oh, I'm dating a guy," I'm like, "Are you sure?" But
I was like, is it the name? Like, what is it?
she sounds hot. Okay. So like long distance.
Yeah.
To do or not to do.
Yeah, she didn't say
Yeah.
where he was going, but I'm
Right.
assuming it's long distance.
Somewhere else.
Or is it because that I think we need more specifics, or is it that because he's working and then he's going to go to school and he just doesn't have the time, so you kind of have to wait around.
Interesting. So this is like,
Could be.
yeah, it could be. Well,
Yeah.
okay. So I mean, I think like go with what feels right in a moment, you know, like, because nothing is ever certain. And I say this, and I mean, I like to give myself advice all the time. It's like one of the ways that I use the internet. But so like whatever I say, I often have trouble implementing for myself.
Right?
too.
Isn't it so hard? You give the best
Yeah.
advice, but when it comes to you make
never take it.
excuses. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never take my own advice.
Yeah, and I thought I would bridge that gap by like only giving myself advice. And so like if ever somebody asks me for advice, I'm always like, okay, well, what would I tell myself? But like I might not listen to myself for myself either.
So what would you tell yourself if your name was Cheryl?
Okay, dear Cheryl, I would. Yeah, I think that like if the feeling is there, go for it. I don't think that there is ever a need to commit. I think I may believe that there is never a need, because I think like the stuff that I've committed to, I haven't had to announce that I'm committing. Like it's like I'm really committed to stand up. I'm really committed to singing, but it's not like I had to have a wedding where I had like an announcement of my commitment to these things. It's just on a daily basis. I wake up and I work on those things. And so I think a relationship model that's my ideal relationship model is based on that sort of thinking as well. And I understand that there are like legal reasons. And if you have kids, then it's useful to make a commitment, you know, in the same way that it's useful to like start a business, which is also,
Well,
you know,
relationships are kind of like partnerships
yeah,
in a business.
I agree with you.
Totally.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
But like setting aside, you know, the practical favoritism that getting into a committed something entails, which like, you know, I don't know that I agree with in terms of policy, but I don't think it's going away.
Right.
And so I think it would be wise to factor that stuff in because it's there. But like, yeah, I think that like love is renewable every day. And so if Cheryl still wants to be with this guy who's off doing whatever for whatever the specifics are, I would say like until it feels like it's not
Working anymore.
Are you not
and you're not
happy?
connected and you're not like learning and growing and stuff like that, like then stop. But like
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
feel
agree.
I feel like if you're happy and
know it,
that's okay.
clap
Happy and
your
you know
hands.
it, call your man. But yeah, no, I think okay, long distance, but at least he's making an investment in
Yeah.
himself, so that's good.
that's true.
I think
Yeah,
that's
a good
nice
point.
that he knows he's going away and he still wants a relationship. I think that's cool.
Sure.
And they
you
have
know?
to, I think, just very much define the rules of the relationship so there's no
Yes.
miscommunication.
That needs
Because
to be a
then he's
conversation.
dating
Yeah.
other people and then you're not or
Yeah.
whatever. And then just
Yeah.
see how long, and see what you can actually stand. Because if you're away from each other for a while, I mean, you're going to, you have needs. So
Absolutely.
what's going to...
Yeah, I think communication
Yeah.
is really key.
Absolutely.
You know, it's such a trite thing, but it's so true, I think.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I believe in everything being out on the table, and this is how I feel, and this
Yeah.
is what I think, and this is what I want. Do you feel the same way? And if
Right.
you don't, that's okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's decide, should we continue this or not?
'Cause, yeah, I like it if it's like, okay, you don't not say something because you think it's going to hurt me, because you can either hurt me now or you can waste many years of my life and hurt me later. And
Yeah.
it's like, and then I'm older. My ovaries are older. My eggs are drying up. Like,
Absolutely.
I have a clock. Like, don't do that to me.
Well, and it's funny because this
Yeah.
calls back to your politeness comment about politely avoiding things, because
Oh, okay.
there's a line in Jerry Maguire, which is a movie that I love, and I used
Yeah,
to
it's a
watch
great
it
movie.
before every time I went on stage, and then I was just like, this is
Okay.
a big time commitment, but
Yeah, right.
yeah. But there's the part, and this is a spoiler, but like it's been a while
I've
since
watched it. I've watched
yeah,
it.
yeah, it's been decades.
Yeah.
So, but Jerry says to Dorothy, he's
Yeah.
like, you know, when they're breaking up, he's like, or no, Dorothy says it to Jerry. She's like, we could waste 10 years just being polite,
Right.
Yes,
you know,
good.
because because like you're just not saying exactly how you feel because you don't want to hurt the other person. I struggle with that a lot in relationships. I struggle in general in relationships.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, which is like, I mean,
The
They're
worst.
work, man. Sometimes they're
yeah.
work, you know?
I mean, it's so rewarding
I was
also, and I
just gonna say
love
that.
I love people. I love connecting
Yeah.
with people. Like I love love, and I do believe it's worth it. But like it's so heartbreaking, you know, to like open yourself up and be like, I'm here and I'm gonna just tell you all of my thoughts and feelings
and be that vulnerable.
Yeah.
But I think it's also important, whether you're afraid of getting heartbroken or whatever, I also think it's very important to be that vulnerable.
I do too.
And to push yourself to be that way. Because I know I have trouble being that way as well. And I think it pays off in the end.
Yeah.
And we always learn. Life isn't, life is always moving. We're always learning.
Right.
And so if we are vulnerable and we do make mistakes, we're still learning.
Yeah.
And how could that be a bad thing?
I think that's
you know?
great. Yeah. So I hope
right.
Cheryl
God
really
bless.
appreciates
Cheryl.
Totally.
All right. All right,
Totally.
now.
Do you want to read the next one?
No, all
Okay.
you, Annie.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. My coworker keeps eating my lunch.
Oh, okay.
I found
thought we
him
were gonna
standing
get
over the refrigerator eating my salad. How do I approach this situation? I would cut a bitch.
Yeah. No, just approach
Don't
the
fuck with my
situation.
food.
Approach the
Yeah.
guy eating your food
That's
right in front.
rude.
I mean, you can't
I think
deny it.
she should video, or who is it from?
Oh, this is from Tracy in Brooklyn.
So it could be a boy or it could be a girl.
Yeah.
Or could be a non-binary
Right,
identifying
which is fine.
person. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just don't know. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I think like videotaping the person
so,
eating
too.
the salad would
and
be
that
fun.
would be good because
Yeah.
if they knew you were videotaping it, they're like, and then you could just say, "Caught ya," and you see
Yeah.
it.
Take
Now
that shit to
everybody,
HR.
yo, live stream it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Sure.
Commentate.
A
Why
lot of
don't you
people
just
would
make
wanna
it
see.
Tag Wise Butts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make it miserable. Just be
Yeah.
give a commentary as he's eating.
Sure.
He'll never want to do it again. Embarrass
Eat,
him.
Never eat.
Because you know
again.
what? I'm going to tell you right now. If that was my Greek salad with extra feta, I would put him in a headlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like feta?
I'm obsessed.
Cool. It's
With
good
feta cheese.
It's really good cheese.
It's my favorite.
Or even just slap it out of his hand because you're not going to eat it now.
I might.
Right? Just go.
I
"Psh."
might.
Oh,
Yeah, especially if
whoops.
you were videoing, which would be a really cool video.
Yeah, that would be a great
awesome
video.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my salad.
But I think maybe I would just take it and finish it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because that's me. Because, like, whatever. Germs are good for you, right?
Probably right because
Yeah.
they're
if only if they're on feta
Antibodies.
cheese.
Only
yeah.
feta kills germs, right? Like, that's okay.
I think that's its
It's
main selling point.
Hashtag life is better with feta. Is what I'm
Hashtag
trying to say.
feta.
Beta with feta.
Feta with feta.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Someone needs to pay us for that. All right, so now we got it. What's the next one here?
Okay. So this is Estelle in Long Island.
I love
Great.
that name.
She sounds also
she's-
cute. Not to make Cheryl jealous.
She's so cute,
but
right?
Yeah.
I know, I love these
I
names.
can feel Cheryl's jealousy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a problem because I have lots of love for lots of women, but then
Especially one's named Estelle.
and Cheryl.
Right?
Those are my top two. I
And
would say.
possibly Tracy, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know
We don't
about
know. Yeah.
him or her, but that's,
Yeah,
God
or them.
bless.
Yeah.
But regardless,
Yep.
shit needs to get done. And you, like, that's unacceptable. You
Sure.
can't eat people's food.
No. Slap
That's
it.
rude, especially at work,
Yeah.
And you, like, plan it. Like, I
Yeah.
meal plan.
Yeah.
Like, I bought a pizza and it took
I'm really
everything
thankful
in.
that you did.
Absolutely enjoy it. Have more. It literally
I
took
will.
everything in my being not to, like, shove my face. I just wanted
I
to,
will
like,
after this podcast.
let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Okay, guys.
Okay. So I want to throw caution to the wind and move to Europe. And
Okay.
I'd like to teach English in Spain. What do you think I should do? I think she should do it.
Oh yeah.
Just
totally.
figure out where you. I mean, not just like Spain in general, because it's an entire country, but like a specific place, and then go there to work. Like, make your plan.
Yeah. Oh, I believe
Yeah.
in plans. I'm a planner. But I also think it's pretty cool that she's like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I
love
mean,
that.
the times that I've like not had a plan, I've been fine.
Yeah.
Because I think like I also gravitate toward wanting plans, but I try and resist some of that because I'm like
Okay.
I can trust that like my inner planner
Right.
will take hold, and so it sounds to me like Estelle, even that she's writing to ask the question, I think she's on the right track. And
so,
so just get actually another thing in my memories from Facebook for today was a quote that a comedian named Rebecca Drysdale said to me once, which was, the best thing you can do for your career is buy a plane ticket.
Okay.
And she is great and very funny and accomplished and like somebody I admire a lot. And so I would take Rebecca Drysdale's advice and pass it along to Estelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, me, I'm not an internal planner.
Okay.
So I need to plan. Otherwise,
see.
I'm just constantly throwing caution to the wind
Right.
everywhere I
Right.
go.
So you can relate
so
to
I
her
could,
that way.
like, I
Yeah.
used to have to, like,
You and
physically, I
Estelle.
had a job I was very bored at, and I had to physically, like, make sure I really just wanted to get up and dye my hair a different color and move to a different state. Like, I really wanted that, but I had to plan so that I wouldn't.
Right.
So I guess it depends on your person. Like,
Yeah,
what,
like,
are
what's
you,
your
I am
constitution?
such
planner.
a planner.
Yeah, you're a big
And my
planner,
boyfriend hates me for it.
Okay.
Why?
Because it's like, I'm not even trying to be controlling. I
Yeah.
just don't like to know.
You don't have to try.
Yeah, I'd like to just like know where I'm going, what time we're leaving. Like, okay, we're gonna park on this street if we can find a spot. Like,
Yeah.
it makes me feel more comfortable. 'Cause
Sure.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I guess it's like an anxious thing.
Yeah. It
That I
sounds like
have.
it. But I
Yeah.
mean, I think it's natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm such a planner,
Yeah.
but it makes me feel more comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I could throw like caution to the wind and just be like, fuck
Right.
it, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be great. And then,
Right.
but I'm not. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to think I'm more spontaneous than I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
I'm
would
not.
love to be spontaneous.
Yeah, I mean, you need a good
Balance. Yeah.
though. I was just checking to see if anyone had questions. No, they're just saying hello.
Oh.
Guys, ask us questions. If
Ask
you
us
have questions,
questions.
please.
What's your
Yeah.
problem?
We'll
What's your
try to
issue?
Help
Totally.
you as best we can.
All right,
Yeah.
and then there's one more I think we have
Yeah.
to answer. So
Okay.
All
let
right.
us have it.
All right, this is Maggie in Boston.
Oh,
All right.
okay. Great.
My mother-in-law just moved into our 2-family house.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. She wakes up and comes to our house every morning. My husband loves having her around. How do I tell my husband that she's spending too much time with us?
Ah.
So it's a 2-family house and she's visiting a lot.
Yeah. I would just say that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a nice way. I mean, he does.
That's
Maybe he's a mama's boy, but you would have known that when you
right.
met
When he-
him.
Right. And he was like, hey, let's buy a 2-family house.
Well, that could be a time when the planning that we were just talking about could, kick in, and you could be like, oh, okay, well, maybe like we can plan when you're coming.
Right.
Just so that like we,
are ready for you.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We can make it, we'll
Right.
put out fruit. And
yeah. And that could be a way of
water.
saying it in a nice way.
Yeah.
Like we just want to know when you're coming.
Yeah.
Just like give me a text.
Yeah.
Hey, give me a half hour.
Right.
But that's hard having your mother-in-law around all the time.
Yeah.
Like I'm not married or anything, and I can relate because I live with my mom still, and I
Yeah.
love her so much.
Yeah.
But sometimes she's just always there.
Right.
Yeah.
And and today I was like in my room getting ready for tonight, and she like knocked on my door. Ann, hi. What you doing? Can I come in? Bradley misses you, my dog. Bradley misses. Can you come in and say hi, Ann? And she like opened the door. I was like, hi, Mom.
Right.
What's
Yeah.
up?"
Yeah.
And I just wanted like 5 minutes to myself.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
vault.
Yeah, just say it in a nice way.
Exhausting.
And then, and just
Mm-hmm.
set up a schedule
Yes. Yes.
with the mom.
I think that would be a good idea.
Right.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I think we've saved some lives today. Or
Probably.
we'll just tell
Yeah,
ourselves that.
four
So
of them.
Cheryl, Tracy, Estelle, Maggie, you're all very
God
great
bless
and
you.
Yeah.
very sexy.
Good luck.
Liz
Yes.
loves you.
Yes, I do.
And I love that we've got all women. That was really cool.
Well, we don't know about Tracy.
Well, we don't know about Trace. Thank
Yeah.
you. You're
Tracy,
right.
tell us your gender.
Yeah.
we need to know.
or don't, and it's up to you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to do the next segment. which is trivia. And this is because we have comics on the show.
Yeah.
And so it's like a fun thing, kind of like guess who said this quote.
Okay.
So it could be comics, it could be like a regular person, but I'll give you A, B, C, D answers.
Oh, okay. Fun.
Okay. And then you don't win anything at the end except we'll just cheer.
Yeah.
And give you praise.
Yeah. Great.
And I like to write it on paper because I'm from the time when you actually took notes on paper.
Sure.
Do you remember those days? Trapper
I still
keepers.
do.
Oh,
yeah. Trapper keepers.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about
I had-
the little slap.
Yeah.
Thing.
I
Yeah.
had binders in college.
Yes.
A folder.
Yeah.
I just.
That's how I kept it organized.
All right. Look, I even have the. fur
Oh,
on the
look
side.
at that.
Don't look
Fur.
at
I
my
like
hands.
calling that fur. That's fun. I wasn't looking.
Oh. All right.
Okay.
So, question 1, Liz.
Mhm.
According to most studies, oh wait, this is the quote. This is not okay. According to most studies, people's number 1 fear is public speaking. Number 2 is death. Does that sound right? This means to the average person, if you go to a funeral, you're better off in the casket than doing the eulogy. All right. That was funny. All right, so
That is funny. That's a good joke.
it's really quiet. I enjoyed it. All right, so
No, it's funny.
So who said it? Okay, A, George Carlin, B, Jerry Seinfeld, C, Tig Notaro, or D, Lewis Black.
I'll go with George Carlin.
Close, but it was Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh,
Nice.
cool.
I know
Okay,
it
great.
surprised me. It's a little
Yeah,
different
that's-
than his
yeah.
normal.
I don't know anything about people's material, so this is like not a great game for me. But I'm happy to get stuff wrong.
Just throw it out there.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So
We'll try.
next one.
Yeah.
Earth Day was created because we were doing a lot of drugs, more drugs than you could ever imagine. So we came up with Earth Day so we'd have one day that would remind us what planet we were living on. A, John Oliver, B, John Stewart, C, Lewis Black, D, the guy I buy weed from.
Lewis Black.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
good. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh man, I
Great.
totally thought you were gonna think it was the guy I bought weed from. All
I,
right.
I thought it was Lewis
Like telling
Black
me-
because he appeared in the multiple choice for the prior question.
Okay.
And I know that multiple choice questions can be like there's a psychology of writing them. So I was like,
Damn
oh,
it,
you
Liz,
probably
you're gonna get all of them, not by knowing, but by being tricky.
You must have done really well on your SATs.
All right, let me
Okay.
hide this. Okay.
yes.
All right, so I went on a hardcore drinking and smoking binge, and it lasted right about 9 months. And then, as soon as I was born, I was like, phew, do not go in there. All right, A, Mitch Hedberg, C, Tig Notaro, B, that was B, C, random bartender, D, Roseanne Barr.
Roseanne.
Close, but it was Tig Notaro.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
Roseanne, I could definitely
Yeah.
see that though, but I think she just maybe continued it on the outside. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like her.
Well,
though,
no, like
a lot.
now that you say it, it's like I can hear. I don't know the bit, like
Yeah.
because I've listened to like so little comedy, but like the part where it's like, phew, do not go in there, like
Yeah.
that. I feel like it's a very Tig. I can hear the
Yeah.
inflection.
Yeah,
You know?
uh-huh.
Did you see her special
Yeah.
on Netflix?
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
haven't
it's
seen
great.
that one yet. The new one, yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
She's so funny.
Yeah,
I need to
she's
watch that
great.
when I
Oh my
get home.
God, she was great. You would love her. You'll love the special.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
it's
excited.
gonna happen. It's gonna happen. All right. Fourth question. There's 5. All right.
Okay.
I hate when women compare men to dogs. Dogs are loyal. I've never found any strange panties in my dog's house. All right. This is actually my favorite one. Okay, so A, Wanda Sykes. B, Rachel Feinstein. C, Eleanor Kerrigan. D, my mom.
Rachel.
No,
Feinstein.
close. Wanda Sykes.
Okay,
Nice.
great.
I know that does throw you off because she's
Literally just picked it out.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that one I
Love her
like.
too.
It's so true.
Yeah,
All
totally.
right. Yeah, right? Because they are really loyal. What the
Yeah.
fuck? All right. Oh, excuse me.
Why?
Pardon
We're
me.
allowed to.
Okay, I
Yeah.
said a curse. All right. And last one. Bum, bum, bum. All right. This is a quote. I was so ugly that they sent my picture to Ripley's, believe it or not. And he sent it back and said, I don't believe it.
Okay.
Louis C.K., Don Rickles, Joan Rivers, Donald Trump.
Joan Rivers.
Yes.
I was
Yeah,
going to say
that one
Joan
I
too,
knew.
because I was like
Yeah.
guessing in my head. That's
Yeah,
good.
totally. I love her. She
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. She was great. I saw her live 3 times before she died, and I'm really happy that I did that.
That's my greatest regret, not seeing
Oh,
her
really?
live. Yeah.
She was amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, and she was in comedy when it was really hard to be a female in comedy. Like, I can't even imagine, because today it's not fun. But back, what was it, like 50 years ago or something?
Yeah, I mean, I
she
think
must have
like
started in the-
61 she was
Yeah.
doing, I don't know
A
exactly
long
like
time, yeah,
the dates
so-
or anything, but
Mad props.
Yeah, good for her.
totally.
She was awesome.
She was amazing.
Yeah.
Moment for Joan.
Yeah.
All right, so now we have some questions for you
Great.
about your career,
Okay.
things you might want to plug, stuff like that.
Okay.
Now, on the car ride over here, you were talking about you're making these 30-second
Films,
movies,
yeah.
films. So
Yeah,
can
yeah.
you tell us a little bit about these and where people
Yeah.
can see them?
Oh,
Okay.
sure. Yeah, so it's a new thing. Like I think it's like the 5th day or something. But I'm in an acting class, and normally there are film festivals on a pretty much monthly basis, but we're off for film festivals for the summer.
Okay.
And so a few friends from the class and I resolved to do a 30-second film every day for 30 days. And so you can go on Facebook or Instagram under the hashtag 30-second film or 30-second film challenge with 30 instead of spelling out 30. And then you can see them. And what I've done for the theme for mine, other people, I don't know that they have themes. It's just like there are no rules other than the 30-second mark. And even that, like some people
Do you
have
need a
been-
full plot
yeah.
line, or it's just kind of like one scene?
Well, it's, for mine, they're kind of like, so I filmed a lot before. And so when the challenge came around, I decided, with the help of a friend who like was able to tell me that this was what I was wanting to do, which is like, those are always good friends.
Yeah.
Who are like, you
Yes.
have talked about this. Like, why wouldn't you just like
Right.
put 2 and 2 together?
Encouragement, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, so just like I had a lot of footage anyway that I would like have throughout the day. And certainly like the challenge, I think, causes me to take some more footage. But what I'm trying not to do is like, overly take footage for the purpose of having footage.
Right.
But basically, like if there's a moment that feels like hot in the day, I do as I did before, which is like capture it. And then the difference between myself before this challenge and myself now is that I download it onto my computer and just like watch it all, and then like a theme reveals itself to me, almost like one of those like dot,
Yeah.
pictures.
Yes.
And so they look like mishmashes with themes. I mean,
Okay.
you can watch them.
And a theme, what, like a romantic comedy theme, romance, love, or like other
They're
more general?
I think it's a more abstract. I don't know about
Okay.
general, but like there was one that was about awakening.
Okay.
And I knew that was the theme, or I sensed that was the theme because I had this one video. It's at the beginning one. It's July 5th. I think it was yesterday's. Where there's a woman on the train, and I happen to have caught the moment when she opens her eyes.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. That's really cool.
Yeah, so it's really just like, I mean, that's kind of like the style of my whole thing is just like see what presents itself and then make something of what you're already doing,
Right.
as opposed to trying to like engineer things.
Right.
I mean, I started as an improviser to the extent that I started as a comedian or an actor.
Right.
So I try and keep pretty close to that ideal.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like, yesterday's I ended up going with my friend Mike to a show that he was doing, and so I filmed some of that. And so I had like him talking, and then it was like interspersed with other things from my day that related thematically to like the lines,
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
And so, and then if they want to see that, then they just go to your page. Or...
Yeah, so I'm at Liz Glazer on Instagram. Okay. I'm Liz Glazer on Facebook, and I'm Liz Glazer in my life as well.
Yes, it's Liz Glazer.
Yeah. So I suppose I could post them on Twitter. Now that I'm saying this, I'm like, I should post them on Twitter.
She's going to post them on Twitter, guys.
Yeah, I'll post on
tweet
Twitter.
that.
On Twitter, I'm at Elizabeth Glazer with two Z's.
Elizabeth, I like
That's
that.
pretty.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it is Elizabeth, but we know you as Liz. So it's like, oh, that's...
Liz, do you have a middle name?
I do, Michelle.
Elizabeth Michelle.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
I feel like
that
I'm in trouble.
Very nice.
Elizabeth Michelle.
Ah, yeah. All right. So,
yeah.
So we have met you as through stand-up comedy.
Yes.
So do you now? But you do a lot of performances. So how do you like when people ask you, what are you as a performer? Now, do you define yourself as a stand-up mostly, or what is it that you mostly do?
Yeah. I mean, I think like when I wrote the thingy, because now Facebook is like describe yourself. So I was like, okay. And I think I wrote like I sing and I act and I do stand-up comedy and I write notes to myself and I take pictures of money.
That's true. You do the penny thing, which I love, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah. So that's at Penny Project on Instagram as well. And then the hashtag Dear Liz Glazer is like one that I use a lot to write advice to myself. But it's like, I don't really, I just like list the things that I work on every day, and I don't know exactly how they'll all like fit into a thing.
So are you waiting for them to form into something and that's going to be who like as a performer, or do you have like a goal as a performer? Or
I mean, my goal is to use my talent every day.
Okay.
And so, right now I'm in a play, and so that means that I'm doing less stand-up because, and it's a musical, so I'll be singing and acting.
What musical?
It's called If You See the Devil, and it'll go up on July 23rd at 10 p.m. It's a Saturday night at Dixon Place.
Okay.
Where is that?
Dixon Place?
It is in the Lower East Side. On the Lower East Side, yeah.
Okay.
Let us know if you have like ticket information and stuff.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I do.
We'll plug that here too, and we'll put it on Facebook. Definitely.
Yeah, my friend Mike Nelson wrote it. David Drake is directing it, and like I mention it because it's happening, and I'm proud to be a part of it, but also because that's an example of like really my goal is like, am I doing something every day? And so it's like when I got the rehearsal schedule for that, I was like, okay, so I guess I'm like more acting and singing for a couple of weeks, subject to like dates that I have stand-up stuff going on. If I'm not doing anything related to anything, like I'll find a way to go to a mic that night or more or whatever. Like I just like, I feel, I mean, I guess like to answer your question, one of the things that's true about like this turn in my career as opposed to like when I was a lawyer or a law professor or whatever, like there were wonderful things about that as well, but I definitely approached it more as like, this is what I want the end goal to be. I went to law school because I wanted to be a law professor. I didn't even know why I wanted it. And it ended up being great in many ways. But also like it was very outcome determinative, like where the outcome itself was the goal. And like with now,
and you mean the outcome was the goal, and then the process wasn't, you weren't enjoying the process, you were just focused on the end result?
I don't know if it's that like black or white, but like kind of, there is an element of that, in the sense that I knew what I wanted the outcome to be, and I don't know in now, like I want to have a talk show, I want to be on TV every day, I know that, I want to be in movies. I want to connect with as many people as I can. I want to say the things and write the things that are in my head as honestly as I possibly can. I want to live in a way that is engaged and can help other people be happy. Like those are things that are goals. But like the twists and turns, I try to remain agnostic about, because I never would have been able to have imagined the way that I got here. And so the moment that I start trying to imagine what's next is like really not that helpful.
Yeah, that's like that thing where people say, where do you see yourself in 5 years? It's like it's a laughable question.
Because who knows what's going to happen tomorrow?
I think that's true. And I guess like an answer that I would have for that question is like, where do I see myself in 5 years? Like, I hope it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Happy.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy.
Like
Happy
I
5
hope,
years.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel about right now, and going back to like you had asked about, did I not enjoy the process before?
Yeah.
I think to some extent that's true, because even though there were wonderful moments, like there was also a lot of stress, because I was on a 10-year track, and so that meant that I knew this thing that I was going for, that I had to like teach well enough to get, and write enough words and get them placed in good enough journals to get. And it was always about like, am I enough? And there's something about that kind of mentality that I think maybe in general, but I know for sure specifically for me, makes me want to press a fast forward button to be like, am I going to make it? And honestly, like, there are certain goals I have in comedy that I'm like, am I going to make it? Like, am I ever going to have a special on HBO? Am I ever going to have, you know, a TV show about my life? Like, those are things that I'm like, I kind of want to know the future, but I'm also like, you know what? I don't need to know, because I'm having a good time, like, doing the stuff that I'm doing now, where if it doesn't happen and I keep doing this, that's okay.
Yeah.
But then I also say, like, define make it, because like
Yeah,
to people who
that's
know
true.
nothing about comedy, they think it's if you're on Comedy Central, and if you have a sitcom, like, that's making it. But
Right.
if you're in comedy, I think it's a totally different thing. Like, I think making it would be just being able to make a living.
That's what I
Yeah.
always say,
Yeah.
because people will come to me and they'll say, like, how do you see this going? Like, where do you see this stand up going? And I say, I just want to make a living. I just want to be on a stage every night, and I just want to make people laugh,
Yeah.
and I want to be able to pay my bills with it.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
And
Yeah.
that really is making it, because that is
It's
so much
hard,
harder
yeah.
than
Oh,
people
absolutely.
give it credit
Absolutely.
for at all.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like I have that goal, but also for me, I want to tell the things that I really want to express. Like, to me, it's that. It's like have all of the things that seem to be percolating. Have they gotten out of my body and my mind and into the world in a way that the world understands them?
Okay.
Because there's like a big difference between like spewing stuff that makes no sense, and then doing something that people connect with, and like expressing myself in a way that people can connect with. And it's a process, because like connecting with people is really hard, particularly with big groups of people. And, you know, I believe in the stuff that I say, like, a lot. And I want to keep saying that stuff, and I want that stuff to be received by people who are like, yeah, me too.
Right.
You know, that's to me what making it is.
And connect. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
And even if you have that one show, and it's a room of 400 people,
Yeah.
and you're bomb, this is just for me.
Sure.
If I get that one person that comes up to me and was like, that was funny,
Yeah.
that makes a difference.
Totally.
And I know that's like, people say that, like, oh, it's such an honor to be at the Oscars. It's like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like, seriously, if I just connect with one person, that's good enough. I go home happy. Listen, I can bomb. That's fine.
It's good to bomb.
Been there, done that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
You're not a comic until you bomb. That's
Totally
just not
agree.
even. But
Yeah.
I think bombing on stage is a gift, because you never get better if you don't.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
the only times you actually reevaluate your set is after you say it and people are looking at you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why are you even here?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you're like, okay. Then you go home, cry, and then and then through your tears you write a better set. But it happens.
I
Yeah.
remember when I was starting stand up. I was in a junior in college.
Okay.
And I was student teaching. I was pre-student teaching before like the actual student teaching. And because I was going to be a teacher, that was my track. That was what I was going to do. And I was going to do this and that and the praxis and blah, blah, blah. And that kind of all sort of just didn't, it happened, but it wasn't really
Like how you saw it.
how I saw it.
Yeah.
And so I was pre-student teaching at like this grammar school, whatever. And I went to my mom and I was like, and I had done stand up a couple of times before. And I was like, Mom, I'm going to be a comedian. This is it. I'm doing it.
That's great.
I'm quitting. I'll see you later. I'm going to quit school.
Yeah.
I'll see you like in an hour. And she's like, no. Oh, that's cute. No, you're a junior. You're finishing. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And so she forced me to finish, but my mom
That's
said,
good, though.
and I'm
That's good.
glad that I did. I'm glad I finished college. But most expensive piece of paper I've ever gotten in my life, by the way.
Yeah.
That and like the parking sticker. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, right.
To park at school. But my mom said, I just want to let you know that I'll support you in whatever you choose,
Sure.
which is great. But also, there's going to be nights when you come home and you have a terrible set or a really shitty audition and you're going to lay in bed and you're going to cry.
Right.
Yeah.
And people are going to chew you up and they're going to spit you out and you have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
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 Absolutely.
And so she kind of like set the foundation for me. And I knew walking in that, okay, this wasn't going to be easy. You know?
Not at all.
But to go back to your point about like being realistic about dreams and stuff, like if after someone bombs, you know, you go up to them and you're like, don't do this anymore.
Well, I
It's
would
like,
never,
I would
though.
never say that.
Well,
to
yeah.
somebody.
Well, I mean, duh. But
Yeah.
I'm saying like from bombing and from failure, you know, that's how you get great.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's the only. I think it's the only way you can get
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's like God knocking you on the head and be
Yeah.
like, hey, guess what? You're
Totally.
not as great as you think you are. So
Yeah.
get your head out of your ass.
Yeah, I think that's true. Because I mean, for me, like, I don't know how much of like my stand up you know or don't know.
No, I haven't really seen it, and I
Yeah.
would like to. So you need to plug shows so we
Yeah.
can come after
Sure.
it's
Definitely.
done.
Yeah, I have some, and I don't remember. I'm doing the weekend drop on July 30th at the Experiment, and
Oh,
I'm
that
doing.
sounds fun.
Yeah, I forget. I do have like a couple of others, but I honestly don't remember what they are. I have
Put
to,
them
like,
on Facebook and we'll
Sure.
tag us.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
we'll promote
great.
that for you.
Yeah, thank you guys. But
Definitely.
but I've never repeated a set. So I
Oh,
do
okay.
I do improvised stand up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so yeah,
We
go ahead.
had you at Broadway.
Yeah.
I had you at Broadway last year.
July 3rd.
Killed.
Yeah.
Now,
great.
improvised
July 3rd, yeah.
crowd work or just yourself?
It's both. Yeah, I mean, I sometimes get into it with people. But I think that it works. It looks pretty much the same as
Okay.
a regular set, I think. And I think I do well in bomb the same way other people do. And it was just something that I noticed that like I write every day, but there's something about like going up with a set of things to say that I just like don't want to say them anymore. And like if I try to stick to saying them, it just doesn't work. And so I had an early mentor in stand-up say this to me. He's like, I don't think I've ever given this note to anyone, but you do not need material. You just need freedom. And I was like,
that's a great,
cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It was affirming because, you know, doing that, there's this sense that I have a lot of like, is that really stand-up? Because what if, you know, like, is it just a cop out from writing jokes?
I don't
is it,
think so.
But
Yeah,
then
I
you
mean,
have
but
to
it's-
say like, what is stand up then? I mean,
Right.
there's like
Right.
ways you could do it, but there's so many things that are funny.
Yeah.
And there's so we have a standard of what it was then, what it is
Yeah.
now, but what is it going to be? It's I think because I used to always get in this mindset, I have to be clean, I have to say this, I have to
Okay.
be that, and that's the only way
The
I can
planner.
do this.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah.
because that's what people are telling me, that's the only way you're going to get work. But I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
but all these other things I find are really funny.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go up, say F it, and then
Yeah.
just do what I find is funny. And
Right.
that I
And be
find
Would you
is
say
yourself.
F it to
Yeah.
be clean?
Huh?
Would you say F it to be clean?
No, I'd say lots of things. To be
But I do see that you did find your freedom.
yeah, because
And-
I did. I added
Yeah.
music to my thing, and ever
Oh,
since I
cool.
did
Which is
that,
awesome.
it's
Fantastic.
been
That's awesome.
it's been the best thing for
Yeah.
me. Yeah, because why say it if you can sing it?
Right?
Sure.
I love
And
it.
the
Yeah.
best way to really say fuck you is through a song.
Yeah.
Just Taylor Swift the
have-
shit out of it.
Yeah, my friend Maya, who is a singer-songwriter, she was telling me that she's like, I think of songs as weapons. And I thought that was really beautiful.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think of songs as weapons as well, but also jokes too.
Jokes
I-
as weapons.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
Oh yeah,
I really do, and I hate to say it like that, but
Yeah.
it's way more fun. Like, I'm not a singer-songwriter.
Right.
Betty pushed me into choir because she thought I sounded all right, and she was like, "All right, I need to get her out of the house." But like, I love.
We all need to sing.
It's so good for your soul. It really is.
I agree with that.
I feel like it releases the toxins.
Totally.
Sometimes
I think that's true. I think you're
I just
right.
fangirl it, and I just like put in Wicked, and I just
That's a great.
That's
go
it.
for it. You know
I was
what I
singing
mean?
Taylor Dane earlier today.
I love Taylor Dane.
I do too. Speaking of Tig Notaro.
Oh my God.
Because you know her like segment
Yeah.
on This
Taylor
American
Dane?
Life about Taylor Dane.
Oh my God, you have to
I
watch
need
She's
it.
got a
It's
whole
so
okay.
thing. Yeah, it's great.
I love it because I love Taylor Dane.
Yeah, I love it because I love Tig Notaro.
We
Same.
just sound like middle
yeah.
school girls. I love it.
Whitey, you love it.
Do you even go here?
Right. But I was singing "I'll Be Your Shelter," which is
that's a great
song.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And it just came on my phone. I
Yeah.
was like washing dishes, and just,
There it is.
Yeah, but it made washing dishes so much fun.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I feel like
Yeah.
songs come on too. This is going to sound like maybe stupid or something, but I feel like songs come on when we need them to.
I was feeling that way today. I felt like I was in sync with my iTunes.
Yeah.
Or my iTunes was
Yeah,
in
yeah.
sync with me
Yeah.
or whatever.
In the car
Yeah.
too. It was so funny
Oh,
because
yeah.
I was like, my iPod's kind of chaotic, like my mind. So because it's
all
all
over the place.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it because
Sure.
like one second I want it to be angry, the next I need a musical, the next let's
Right.
get some 80s jams.
Yeah.
I
and
feel
then
you.
Styx was on when Liz got in the car
True.
and she says I love Styx, and then we had another song and then Styx came on again.
Yeah.
Out of all the songs, and I said, oh my God,
Yeah.
it was listening to you. Mhm.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. For the song Renegade. Yeah, Liz.
Yeah, that's who I am.
Avi.
Renegade.
That's awesome. No, but like I love that, and like sometimes I'll turn on the radio and like a Taylor Dane song, and I'll text my friend Danielle. I'd be like, Taylor Dane's on. Like that was God telling me that I need to like reach out to you. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Well,
Or
that's a
like,
great way
or
of
she'll
thinking
do it,
about
or
it.
like Jesse's Girl is one of my favorite
Sure.
songs.
It's a great
She'll be like
song.
Jesse's Girl song.
Yeah,
You know
Rick
what I mean?
Springfield.
Yes.
Totally.
Oh my God. So
Heartthrob.
yes.
Yeah, he
So
really
on
is.
all of this lovely, lovely stuff. All right. So we are at the end of our time right now.
no,
So
we are.
we are. So Liz,
Thank you
any
so
plugs
much.
that you want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, so we could just review the ones that exist
Yes.
already.
Say it
So,
again and tell them how
Sure.
to contact you.
Yeah. Well, for contacting, I'm at Elizabeth Glazer on Twitter, at Liz Glazer on Instagram, or at Penny Project on Instagram as well.
Or hashtag Dear Liz.
Hashtag Dear Liz Glazer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is a way to get me. The 30-second films are hashtag 30-second film or hashtag 30-second film challenge. And yeah, Liz Glazer on Facebook and also in life. Repeat the joke. And I will be in the If You See the Devil, which is at Dixon Place on July 23rd, which is a Saturday night at 10 p.m. And I will also be at the Experiment on July 30th. And those are the things I remember.
Okay.
Okay.
And if
Yeah.
you obviously, come up with anything else and
Yeah. Sure.
please feel free to put it on my wall, Pam's wall. I'll
Yeah,
be happy
great.
to promote all
Okay,
that stuff.
great. Thanks,
Absolutely.
guys. This
You're
was so
wonderful.
fun.
Thank you for
You are
coming.
wonderful. You're
I'm
both
so
so
happy.
wonderful.
You're
Thank
wonderful,
you.
and you guys are
Yeah.
wonderful.
Oh, you guys are the best. We're all
you.
the best.
Yay!
Yay.
That was Wise Spots.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you for listening to Wise
Thank
Butts.
you.
We will see you very soon.
We'll see you in August.
Oh, okay.
Bye.